Hello, everybody. Do I need this? Can you hear me in the back? Yeah. Excellent. I talk to the mic right on that. My name's John Shaban. I am running for Attorney General. For folks who haven't met me, I will start with personal stuff first. I'm a father. I have 3 sons. One in high school. We got one in college. Actually, it goes like this. One in college, one in high school, and one in middle school. They're all sprouting over the top of each other. I live in Reading, Connecticut. I am a kids football coach. I'm also a 25-year practicing lawyer, which is actually helpful when you're running for Attorney General, because the Attorney General is, in fact, the state's biggest civil law firm. It's a civil law practice that represents the state of Connecticut, the people of Connecticut. We don't put away bad guys, we don't prosecute crimes. You may recall that in 2011 to 2017, I was also a state representative. I represented the 135th district, 3 towns, 2 of which typically vote Democrat. I won all 3 towns all 3 times because I speak to people through the heart, not like economic students. That's something that I think Republicans have to do a better job. I was the head of Public and Environment Committee. I was on the Finance, Revenue, and Bonding Committee. I was on the Judiciary Committee for 6 years. The Finance Committee, as you can imagine, was a lot of fun because I'm up there with my Democratic colleagues, and I do call them colleagues because they're my friends, most of them. We just don't agree on a lot. We would raise $1, budget to spend $1.05, and then we'd say, well, wait a second, we only have $1. I said, oh, you know what, we're only going to spend $1.03. We just saved 2 cents. I'm like, no, we didn't save 2 cents. We just spent 3 more cents than we have. And this has been going on for 30 years, 30 plus years, and it's time it's got to stop. You may also recall that in 2016, I was your candidate for U.S. Congress. I was a Republican Party nominee. I was also the Independent Party nominee. The good news is I received a near record high vote get for a Republican in this district. Got 125,000 votes. 125,000 votes. The last 3 candidates never got out of the 80s. I got 125,000 votes. The bad news is Jim Himes got about 140,000 votes, so even though I tried to do some of that Hartford math, I couldn't quite figure out how to get over the top. So here we are, a year later, in 2017, 2018, we are all faced with a unique opportunity as Republicans to finally, once and for all, put our hands back on the steering wheel here. And the way we do it is we approach it through teamwork. I'm going to talk about 2 approaches. First, my approach to the job as AG, then my approach to this election, which is actually more important. The only thing you should know about me for AG candidate is I believe the Attorney General has to know when it's time to pick up a phone, to make a phone call, and when it's time to pick up a pen to file a lawsuit. I believe in the phone call first. In the last 25, 30 years, our Attorney General has sued first, asked questions later, got into the headlines, then walked away saying, look at the great job I'm doing. Meanwhile, we're chasing businesses, people, opportunity, prosperity out of the state because we are not a business-friendly environment. We are not a friendly environment to anybody. My first day in office as Attorney General, I put a business liaison's office in the front of the house. The front of the house. So if I have a problem with the business or a business has a problem with us, we have a private conversation first. We're not suing first, asking questions later. That stops. I always like to ask the questions. A couple of people, you've heard my shtick before, you can't answer, Mark. How many lawsuits do you think, Dave, you've heard this question too. How many lawsuits do you think the Attorney General brought in Connecticut in the last full fiscal year? Give me a guess, man. 21,000 lawsuits in a single year. The Attorney General instituted 21,000 civil suits in the state of Connecticut against our own citizens, against our neighbors. And we wonder why businesses are fleeing the state. We wonder why people are picking up and going away. They can't set down stakes here without getting hit by a new fine, a new regulation, or a new lawsuit. That stops day one. But the bigger and more important approach that I want to talk about is my approach to the election. Because while I'd like to think on the first Tuesday in November, people are going to say, hey, who's running for Attorney General? This room might do that, but most folks vote for governor. Most folks go from the top of the ticket down, and they pick the best team. So what I want to do, what we all have to do, is work as a team. If we play as a team this election, we will win as a team. We will win all 6 constitutional offices. We will break the tie in the Senate. We will take back the House. But we have to play as a team. So what we need to do, because the gubernatorial race is going to play out through August, we know that. There's too many people in it. There's going to be primaries. There's some people skip at the convention. There's going to be a primary between who knows how many people. We need to qualify and place and clear the convention our under ticket, so the under ticket can start rowing the boat now, can start prepping the battlefield now, can start doing broad Republican messaging now. And this is why I hand out this palm card, and you see I have the picture with the kids. But I was a coaching kids football 15 years. I played semi-pro football 15 years before that. I'm a team guy. If we start team messaging, economic growth, regulatory stability, prosperity for all, that's it, Republican messages. Republican messaging. We hit the ground running in the August, whoever becomes our next gubernatorial candidate. If we wait till August 15th, August 20th, we're all going to lose. We're all going to lose again. So we've got to put the best team on the field now in all of the spots. And I submit to you, I am the best team member, the best candidate for the Attorney General's office. So I'll end with this. I always end with 3 points. First, I am the only candidate in either party running for Attorney General that has 25 years big civil law firm experience. That's all the AG does, big civil law firm experience. I'm also the only candidate in either party that could combine with that 6 years of state government experience as a state representative. I know what the state can do, can't do, and must, and can't do, and shouldn't do, because I was there. Just stop being there. I'm also the only candidate in either party that can combine the practical experience, the government experience, with 125,000 people who voted for me a year ago who's going to help one of these gentlemen become our next governor. Name recognition, team building. We got to put the best players in the best spots, and we got to start doing it now. Last picture, last metaphor. You know the picture of the guys rowing across the Delaware with George Washington on the front? The Undertaker, the guys on the oars. We just don't know who this guy is yet. We'll figure that part out, but we got to start rowing the boat now. So listen, thank you for having me. If you want to learn more about me, this is the car salesman part, ShabanforAG.com, ShabanforAG.com. You can donate, you can even donate twice if you want to. You bring this palm card into Dunkin' Donuts tomorrow, you know what they'll give you? Not a damn thing. That's what but no, seriously, this is serious work. We all have serious work ahead of us, so let's all work as a team to get it done. I'm John Shaban. Any questions, I'll be in the Paid for by Shaban for AG, John M. Whitcomb, Treasurer. I'm John T. Shaban, and I approve this message.